Miracle of Macerata, Italy, 1356. The Catholics of Macerata claim that their city can be called the City of the Most Blessed Sacrament, and this for two reasons: because of the Eucharistic miracle which occurred there, and because it was one of the first cities in the world to organize a confraternity in honor of the Most Holy Eucharist. The miracle occurred in Macerata on the morning of April 25, 1356, while a priest was celebrating Holy Mass in the church of the Benedictine nuns. At the beginning of the consecration, he entertained a momentary doubt about the reality of Christ's presence, when suddenly, at the breaking of the consecrated host, fresh blood began to drip from the edges of the separated particles. The priest was then so overwhelmed with faith and devotion that his trembling hands caused the blood from the host to fall beside the chalice, staining the corporal that was beneath it. At the conclusion of Mass, the priest hurried to give news of the event to Bishop Niccolò of St. Martino, who ordered that the wet corporal be taken to the cathedral for a canonical examination. The miracle was likened to that which had occurred at Bolsena less than 100 years before, resulting in the introduction of the feast of Corpus Christi. After being declared authentic by the Canonical Commission, the blood-stained corporal was reverently displayed for veneration. While no official documents of the time can be found in the archives of Macerata, the illustrious historian Ignazio Compagnoni, in his fourth manuscript, relates the details of the miracle and clearly reports the Commission's recognition of the relic's authenticity. The reports from the time of the miracle and the subsequent pronouncements by many bishops and archbishops, in particular that of Bishop Cardinal Centeni in 1622, have substantiated the authenticity of this relic. The spots of blood clearly visible on the cloth are regarded by all as being the precious blood of the Savior. Documents from 1647 indicate that a man named Orazio Longi donated to the cathedral a precious reliquary of silver and crystal for the exposition of the relic. In 1649, Bishop Monsignor Silvestri organized a procession and a grand solemnity in honor of the Holy Corporal, festivities in which many of the faithful participated. The relic was on constant exposition until 1807, when Napoleon began to threaten Italy and the Church. When Napoleon suppressed confraternities and prohibited traditional processions, the corporal was secreted in a closet behind an altar in the cathedral. It remained in safety during this time and also during another time of political unrest that disturbed Italy during the middle of the 19th century. The cloth was not forgotten during these years, however. It was authenticated on October 10, 1861 by Monsignor Zangari, and later on, September 15, 1885, by Monsignor Gagliati. The precious cloth was finally removed from hiding in 1932. After it was properly authenticated again, it was arranged in its frame of crystal and placed on constant display in the chapel of the sacrament. The size of the corporal has proved to be of interest to present-day viewers, measuring 4 feet 2.5 inches in length and 1 feet 4 inches in width. It is much longer than corporals used today, which are about the size of a man's handkerchief. It is believed, however, that the cloth was folded in half during the Mass of the Miracle because its two blood stains are neatly combined when the cloth is folded. A number of other folds are clearly visible on the linen. 5 folds stretch horizontally, and 7 are marked vertically. Besides the bloodstains, the traces of mildew and a few drops of wax are also noticeable. It is said that chemical analysis of the relic cannot be undertaken because the centuries have homogenized every substance that is not textile. Therefore, only a topographical observation can be made. The authenticity of the linen has been established in 3 ways. First, the cloth, which is described as being very well executed and yellowed with age, has been determined by scholars to be from the 14th century. Second, the parchment attached to the corporal contains Gothic calligraphy, which has been authenticated by other knowledgeable persons as being from the time of the miracle. The third, while no official documents are preserved, there are a great many manuscripts by respected authors of the time who refer to its history and accept its authenticity. The Holy Corporal can be seen in a new chapel in the Cathedral of Macerata, where it is particularly honored on the feast of Corpus Christi and during the octave of that feast.